नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
So today we are going to discuss about the glories, mercy and power of the holy name. Just now we heard the chanting of the holy name so beautifully by Kartik Prabhu. Was it nice? Did you want it to go on forever? That means you didn't want to hear me. I get it. So there's a very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, chapter 5, verse 32. Krishna Varnam, Krishna Krishna, Samvapastra Parshadam. Yagner Sankirtana Praye Yajantihi Sumitasaha. This beautiful verse explains why Lord Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, it says that the intelligent people, see, important word is intelligent people worship Krishna, who is not blackish but has golden complexion and who comes with his associates, weapons and confidential servants. So the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came down is to show us the importance of chanting the holy name, the power of the holy name, the Maha Mantra, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. He actually came with a storehouse of Krishna Prema and to give us Krishna Prema for free. Do we get anything for free in this material world? No. There are sometimes sales, buy one get one free, but is that true? No. That's not true. Nothing is for free. But Krishna, when he came down 540 years ago, he brought the whole storehouse that can give us pure bliss. How many of us are blissful in our lives? Not a single hand goes up. Oh, there is someone. Yes, Krishna consciousness. The chanting of the holy names is spiritual bliss. If one chants the holy names without any offenses, then one can experience spiritual bliss. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being so compassionate, he said there is no qualification required. It's not that only if you have a PhD degree that you can chant. It's not that if you're very rich, you're a millionaire, only then you can chant. No. Nothing required, whether rich or poor, nationality, designation, it doesn't matter at all. Anyone can chant the holy names of the Lord. And guess what? Do we like rules? Children like rules? Adults also don't like rules. And Krishna knew that. That's why he said no rules for chanting. You can chant anywhere, anytime. Just chant. Chant and be happy. That's what Srila Prabhupada used to say. And what is the result of chanting the Maha Mantra? That one will reach the highest perfectional stage of life. We all like to go to the highest, right? When we book a hotel, we want the highest floor. Yes or no? Highest floor to get the best view. If we want, to travel, we want the best seat, the highest. Everything we want perfect and just about highest. How about highest perfectional stage of life, which is pure love for Krishna? That is what Maha Mantra can give us. Pure love. And that should be the goal of human form of life. Yes? Before many, many births we have done eat, sleep and be merry, eat, sleep and be merry. And now we've got this opportunity where Srila Prabhupada, because of mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came and gave us the holy name, now we have the opportunity to take advantage of the holy name. He actually came as a devotee to show us how to be a devotee of the Lord, how to chant, what to chant, in what mood to chant. And chant what? Are you sure? Because you are whispering Hare Krishna. That means we are not sure. What should we chant?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
That is the power of chanting. It can help us to develop love for Krishna if we still haven't developed it. Just like when we go to the doctor when we are diseased. The doctor gives us the medication prescribes based on our ailment. Similarly, the scriptures give us the process to attain love for Krishna based on the age. What is that famous verse? Krite yadhyayato Vishnu tretayam yajuto mukhe dvapare parichayam kalau tad harikirtan. In Satya Yuga, the process for self-realization was meditation. In that yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. How many of us would like to live for 100,000 years? Basically, human beings don't want to die, right? Isn't that what we feel? I am never going to die. We see our relatives, friends, whoever it may be, leaving their bodies. In fact, I received a message today, this morning, that one of my first cousins in New York passed away yesterday. It's temporary body. It has to go. What does Bhagavad Gita say? Those who are born are sure to die. And after birth, one is sure to be born again unless we think of Krishna at the time of death. And this Maha Mantra, chanting the holy names, can help us. If we chant every day throughout our life, then at the end moment we will be able to remember Krishna. So in Satya Yuga, people used to live for 100,000 years. So the process was meditation. And meditation can make one self-realized only if one does that for at least 30,000 years. Do we have that much time? How long are we going to live? Good answer, don't know. Otherwise someone may say 100 years. Because that's considered to be the average age in Kali Yuga. Then came Treta Yuga, where people used to live for 10,000 years, and the process was fire sacrifice. In Dwapar Yuga, it was elaborate deity worship. People live for about 1,000 years. And in Kali Yuga, people live for, we don't know. We don't know. So, Kalau means Kali Yuga, Tad. Tad means we get the same benefit that one achieved in Satya, Treta, Dwapar, just by Hari Kirtana. What is that Hari Kirtana?
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very clearly stated, Harinam, 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 Eva Kevalam, Kalau Naste, 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 Gati, Anyatha. In Kali Yuga, no other way, no other way, no other way, except chanting, chanting, chanting. That is the process for us. And that is why when Krishna came down as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the Maha Mantra to Tapan Mishra. He said, I am disclosing this Maha Mantra to you because this will help you attain the highest goal in life. And he gave this Maha Mantra to Tapan Mishra for us, so that we can utilize this human form of life, use our philosophical intelligence and understand, I am not this body. The aim of life is to break the cycle of birth and death and go back to the spiritual world, which is the highest perfectional stage of life. And Srila Prabhupada has given us a simple process. What does he say? Eat, sleep and be merry? Good. He says, chant the Maha Mantra at least 16 rounds every day. Follow the 4 regulative principles strictly and we can go back to Godhead. Can it be any easier than this? So this holy name of the Lord is very, very powerful. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur, in one of his Vaishnava songs, he says, Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra. Kota Nidra, Pesha Chirakole. That please wake up, sleeping souls, wake up. Now we may say, we all are awake, right? Our eyes are open, we all are awake, we are hopefully listening. Hopefully the mind is in the temple room, it's not gone out of the temple room. Jeev Jago, wake up. Wake up means wake up to self-realization. How long, he says, how long are we going to sleep in the lap of which called Maya? Maya is illusion. So he's actually praying, he's, asking us to please wake up. And what's the way to wake up? The best way is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is what the Maha Mantra does. It helps us to wake up to self-realization. Now one may say, what is the necessity to chant? What benefit am I going to get? Don't we look for benefits? Yes, in everything we want benefit. When we go shopping, we want to see where can I get the most benefit. There's the biggest sale going on. Ladies have a tendency, sale, run. There's a big sale, run. I don't know if men also do that. I don't know. They do that? Oh, okay. So it's universal. And children, of course, the moment they see something new, Mom, I got to have it. I don't care how, but I got to have it. Here we have a sale. We just chant and we can go back to Godhead. So powerful is the holy name. So what's the necessity? The necessity is that after going through 8.4 million species of lives, so many different species, now we have got the human form of life, which is very, very rare. 8 million different species, but human form, only 400,000 different species, not the population, but the different species. So this is a very rare human form of life. And it is meant for self-realization. And we all sitting here today in the temple room are most fortunate, thanks to Srila Prabhupada. Why? Because we get prasadam? Yes. Prasadam, all eyes open up and the big smiles come, with just the name of prasadam. We are fortunate that we are here in the temple room today hearing about the glories of the holy name. What is the population of Atlanta?
4 million.
Sorry?
4 million.
4 million? How many are sitting here? Out of the 4 million? Just a handful. So we are very, very fortunate. Brahmanda pramite kona bhagyavan jeev. Guru Krishna prasade pai bhakti lata beej. We are those fortunate ones who have got the seed of devotion. So what do we do with the seed? Do we fry it up? What will happen if you fry the seed? It's not going to fructify. Nothing is going to happen. But if we sow that seed which is already sown in our hearts thanks to Srila Prabhupada, then how do we grow that bhakti lata? How do we grow that plant of devotion? By watering the seed. And does that mean that we drink water and the seed is going to get fructified? No? I've been drinking lots of water thinking it's going to bloom. Chanting is the water for that seed of devotion. What do we chant?
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the food for the soul. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna himself, out of his compassion, he has come down 540 years ago and gave us a very simple process. He says, Cheto Darpanam Marjanam. If we chant this Maha Mantra, then our heart, the mirror-like heart, will become completely pure. It will be cleansed. All we have to do is just chant. It's necessary because right now we have the human form of life. If you bring cats and dogs here and tell them to chant, will they chant? Because they don't understand. But we have that intelligence. What does Bhagavatam say? Intelligent people worship Krishna. Intelligent. So we should take up this process very seriously. One may not know the glories of the holy name. One may not know the power of the holy name. But it still works. See, when I go to the doctor and doctor gives me a prescription, red, yellow, blue tablets or whatever, 3 times a day for 10 days or whatever. I don't know what those tablets are. I don't know what those capsules are. I don't know what are the ingredients. I don't know what it's going to do. I have no knowledge about it, but I still take it. Why? Because I have faith in the doctor. That once I take this medication, this prescription, I will be cured. Similarly, we may not know the power of the holy name. We may not have the knowledge about the glories of the holy name. We may not understand how merciful that holy name is, but it still works. Srila Prabhupada says that even if one chants the holy names, jokingly or, making fun of it or whatever, they still get the benefit. That's the power of the holy name. We all have heard the story of Ajamil, yes or no? Ajamil had committed so many sinful activities in his life. And at the time of death, Yamadutas came to take him to hell. And he got afraid, he got scared. And what did he do? He chanted, he called out, Narayan. He did not call out the Supreme Lord. He was so attached to his son whose name was Narayan. And because he called out Narayan without any offenses, without thinking, oh, let me chant and all my sinful reactions will be wiped out. No, without any offense. And immediately the Vishnu Dutas appeared because he chanted the holy name of the Lord. And he was given a second chance. So then one may think, well, he committed so many sinful activities, and at the end of his life he said Narayan and he was saved. I'm going to do that too. Will it work? We are not a Jammu. We need to practice every day. We need to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Every day. That's the prescription given to us. In fact, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he said, constantly chant. If Srila Prabhupada had told us, don't do anything else, just sit, build a hut, sit there and chant this Maha Mantra 24 hours a day, what would we do? About turn and run away. We have so many things to do in life. Then he said, okay, 64 rounds. Then he said, okay, 32 rounds. Then afterwards he said, minimum 16 rounds and no less. That is a prescription. If we want to cure ourselves from if we want to wake up from the lap of witch called Maya, then we need to chant at least 16 rounds every day. How long does it take to chant one round? Think and tell me. 7 to 8 minutes. If you feel we can finish a round in 5 minutes, that is not chanting. Because the power of the holy name is in the sound vibration. It's only when we hear very clearly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. That is when we will get the benefit of the holy name. Not if we try to finish around Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram. No. Have to be very, very clear because the holy name is very, very powerful. It can cleanse our heart of all the anarthas like lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, whatever unwanted things in the heart will get cleansed out just by chanting the holy names of the Lord. And it's also important, Srila Prabhupada taught us that when we chant, we should make sure we avoid how many offenses? Who said 11? Very good. 11 offenses. Because the 11th one is the most important one. And if we avoid the 11th offense, all the 10 offenses will be taken care of immediately or automatically. What is the first offense? To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives. Yes. To blaspheme. Huh? No, it's an offense to blaspheme. Yes, I'm talking about the 10 offenses. To blaspheme the devotees. That is Vaishnava Aparadh. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says when we commit Vaishnava Aparadh, our spiritual creeper gets crushed like a mad elephant who has entered into the garden. Now, blaspheme doesn't really mean just verbally. It also means blaspheming in our mind is not here, it's here. Even blaspheming in our mind. Even thinking ill of other devotees is also an offense to blaspheme. Second one is to consider the names of demigods to be equal to the name of the Lord. From the Bhagavad Gita, from Srimad Bhagavatam, we have learned the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we cannot think that demigods are also on the same level as Krishna. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Because that is also an offense. The spiritual master, the bona fide spiritual master, helps us, guides us, trains us so that we can reach the highest perfectional stage of life. So it's an offense to disobey his orders. Next is blaspheme the Vedic literatures. Try to give your own interpretation. Oh, I think in this verse it means this or that. No. Or this scripture is not good or that is not good. To blaspheme. Then consider glories of chanting and imagination. That is also an offense. Give some interpretation to the holy name. We need to stick with the knowledge